In my opinion, that is treasonous activity, and it needs to be called out. It needs to be stopped.
Reports of Alberta separatists meeting with senior U.S. government officials in Washington have spurred the BC Premier into urging Canada's First Ministers meeting in Ottawa to take action. But David Eby says he's not talking about domestic debate.
I'm talking about crossing the border, soliciting the assistance of a foreign government to break up this country. And I don't think we should stand for it.
There are now multiple reports that the Alberta Prosperity Project is seeking a line of credit from the American government to help pay for separation. Danielle Smith said she would not demonize or marginalize her fellow Albertans, but emphasized she does not support separation and will ask her representative in D.C. to ask the U.S. government to stop.
I think we also have to be realistic that 10 years under Justin Trudeau's government, our province was relentlessly attacked. Our economy was relentlessly attacked.
Meanwhile, the First Ministers did agree to regular meetings of provincial and federal trade ministers to further clear interprovincial trade barriers and monthly meetings when the Canada-US-Mexico Free Trade Agreement review starts later this year. The Prime Minister also announced the first major project from his major projects office will begin work.
This spring, we'll break ground on Contrecoeur Terminal Container Project. That was referred to the MPO in September. In just 4 months, we set up financing, structures, approved all the key permits, put a project oversight committee in place.
Carney says the expansion will increase shipping capacity for the Port of Montreal by 60%, but questions about the proposed oil sands pipeline to BC are still unresolved. BC's David Eby says there's still no route, no proponent, and no funding, but Manitoba's Wab Kinew says he might have a solution, sending the oil to an expanded Port of Churchill in northern Manitoba, which Kinew says already has a private company interested.
We had some very specific asks on the Churchill project, a lot of exciting developments with the Major Projects Office, with a major energy company kicking the tires on that, and the possibility of getting to Asian markets via the Suez Canal is very exciting.
Kinew said expanding Churchill would also give Canada a way to supply military operations in the far north. He adds the Manitoba government is close to signing an NDA with that energy company to advance talks further. In Ottawa, Shally Lee, City News.